Hi guys, I'm Mule and I'll be taking you through this guide to the Underground Pass quest. The items you'll need to complete this quest are a bow, they don't mind dropping, around 3 to 5 arrows, a spade, 1 to 2 ropes, good armor or protection prayers, a prayer pot if you're using prayers, a weapon, a food, and maybe mage range if you're a pure. The only skill you will need is 25 range, but high agility and thieving levels are recommended to pass obstacles. I also recommend 30 plus defense or protection prayers, as you'll have to defeat a level 89 spider without safe spots and multiple spiders attacking you. To start this quest, talk to King Lanthus in Artie Castle. He will tell you to meet his scout Koftik at the tunnel to the Underground Pass. To get to the tunnel, you can open the gates of West Artie and follow my character west until you reach the dirt path. Keep following the dirt path and you'll reach a cave entrance where Koftik is standing outside. Talk to him and he will tell you to meet him at the drawbridge inside. Once you get inside, climb over the second set of rocks to the right and make your way down to Koftik. Talk to Koftik and he will give you a damp cloth. Use it on your arrows to get a fire arrow. Repeat this process until you have about 5 fire arrows. Once you've made your fire arrows, use them with your fire to set them alight. Pick up any items you might have dropped, equip your fire arrows and walk north to the middle of the railing and right click the rope on the bridge to shoot the guideline. After you shoot the guideline, you'll automatically walk over the bridge, so make sure you have no items on the ground. Once you're over the bridge, run north to the red dot on your minimap and pick up the plank. After that, run south and take the left route until you get to an overhanging rock, and you want to use your rope on the overhanging rock to swing across. If you fall, you'll have to redo this part, and I think you end up at the start of the quest. Keep walking and climb over the rock slide and you'll be in a room with a 5x5 grid. Talk to Koftik and he will say there are many paths but only one is correct, so you will have to guess and check by stepping on the boxes. Every time that you step on the wrong square you will fall through the rails and get dealt 15 damage. When you reach the other side, pull the lever to open the gate. Walk west past the furnace room to reach a corridor with the option to search your markings. Search them to find a trap. If you're successful, you will negate the trap and pass. If you're not, you will be dealt 5 damage. If you fail to summon the trap, you can always turn your run on and run after the trap hits you, and you most likely won't get hit. Pick up the book near the well and read it, and recharge your prayer if you have to. Now we have to get the 4 orbs of light, which are kept in the 4 different passages. First, head to the north passage, placing your plank down on the flat rocks as you cross until you reach the orb. Pick it up and repeat the process on the way back. Now we are going to head to the northwest corridor. All you have to do is run through the corridor and pick up the orb. You just have to watch out for the ogres on the other side and for the spiders, as they can hit maybe 7s to 11s. Now we're going to go to the west chamber. Repeat the same process that we used for the north chamber by putting a plank down over the flat rocks. Pick up the orb and do the same thing on the way back. Now we're going to run through the fourth chamber to the orb. When you get to the orb, don't pick it up, but search it and you'll find a trap. Disable the trap and pick up the orb. If you fail to disable the trap, you get hit by a log swing. After you get the 4 orbs of light, come back to the room of the altar and take the passage east, back across the odd markings, and head into the north room with the furnace in it. And you want to use all your 4 orbs on the furnace. After you add your 4 orbs to the furnace, you can head back across the odd markings to the altar room. My agility wasn't high enough to complete the quest, so I went and trained it up, and this is why my setup will be different when you see me at the well. Now climb down the well and search the crates for food if you're low. There's also a rope, which is what that little red dot on the minimap is, but you don't need that, so I wouldn't suggest getting it as it would just waste inventory space. Follow the path west and pick up the first cell on the left. Dig near the mud and you will reveal a hole that you have to go down. Next you're going to want to cross this ledge to get to the agility platform. The path for the platform is right, right, left, left. You can also try picklocking the doors over to the right, but it's not really recommended as you need to have at least, well, you have to have a really high thieving level, and you don't really have much of a chance. Now you want to follow the path south and go through the obstacle pipe. Okay, now you want to search the unicorn cage for a railing and then head up the path that leads behind it, up to the boulder. Use the railing on the boulder to smash the unicorn cage and kill the unicorn, then walk back down and pick up the unicorn horn by searching the cage, and go through the tunnel. Follow the path up past the zombies to get to the paladins, and talk to Sir Carl or Jero to get some food and prayer pots. And now you have to kill all 3 paladins to get the paladin badges. There is a little bit of a safe spot that you can use here, but you have to attack the paladin first, then run down here and equip your mage gear or whatever, and they can't run down after a certain distance. You then have to get them trapped behind the pointy rocks, as you see that I will try to do here. You can see that it doesn't always work, but it's better than nothing. After you have killed all 3 paladins, take the badges and unicorn horn down the path, using a plank on the flat rocks as you go, and add them to the well. After you add them to the well, you can open the 2 doors. After you open the doors, you'll be in Ivan's lair. Follow one of the paths around looking for a set of stairs engraved into the wall, and you have to go down these stairs once you find them. After you go down the stairs, Koftik will appear, talk to him, and it will say that he is in a weak state of mind. After this, go talk to the dwarves about Ivan, and they will tell you about a witch who knows of Ivan's secrets. You can also speak to Cayman to get an unlimited amount of food, but in return he'll hit you 5 damage for every time you ask for the food. And he will give you a stew and a pie and a piece of bread. Talk to Clank and he'll give you a tinderbox, which you will need later in the quest. After you went through all the dialogue with the dwarves, you're gonna have to go look for the witch's cat now. So just follow my lead. This tunnel is a good point of reference as it is opposite the witch's house. When you leave the tunnel, you want to head north and take the first path to the left. You want to jump over these little obstacles and search the window of the witch's house. It says that she's looking for something, which is a cat, and you're going to have to jump over these obstacles and follow the path that I take to get to a cat. When you get to a cat, you can pick it up and walk back to our house. When you get back to our house, don't open the door or you'll be hit for a ridiculous amount of damage, but just use the cat on the door, and then you'll be able to open the door. Search the chest near the door, and you'll find an Ivan doll, stat restore pot, a journal, and a super attack pot. I suggest that you keep the stat restore pot, as sometime in the quest your agility might get lowered, and you need agility back to do just about everything in this quest. After you've done this, read the journal and head back to the dwarves. When you get back to the dwarves, talk to Clank to get his gauntlets, then enter the house to the west and grab a bucket. Head over to the west house and use your bucket with the keg to get some dwarf brew. Now we're going to go to the southeast part of the tomb to get to Ivan's tomb. When you get there, you're going to use your dwarf brew on the tomb and then use your tinderbox on it to set it alight. After you've done this, you'll get Ivan's ashes and you use that on the doll. Now we're going to go north to take on a big spider level 89. When you kill it, it will automatically, like the blood that it drops will automatically be put onto the doll, so don't worry about that. But there aren't really any safe spots, and the little spiders will hit you if you're below combat 80, so this was a really hard match for me to do at level 51. As you can see, I couldn't really find any safe spots, so the best bet is probably to take it on and let it attack you if you're below level 80. And if you have protection prayers, that's probably the only way you can take it out. This is going to be the end of part 1, so go check out part 2.